So you want to move to San Antonio, Texas? Well, in this video, we're going to talk to you about new home construction.
So whether you're considering a regular inventory home or if you're truly considering new construction, there's all types. They have ones that are move-in ready and they have the ones that you design and build and move into your custom design. We're going to discuss the good, the bads, and everything in between, and we're going to get started on that topic
right now.
If this is your first time in our channel, please remember to subscribe, tap the bell, and you'll be the first to receive notifications concerning the updated market and the changes going on in and around San Antonio.
We're Brian and Brenda Jones, the proud owners of Lone Star Home Realty. We get calls from people just like you every day. So whether you're moving in 3 months or 9 months, doesn't matter to us. Just give us a call. We're more than happy to help you.
All of our information is in the box below. You can call us, text us, email us. You can sign up for Zoom. Whatever's easiest, we're here to help you. And we want to help make a smooth move to San Antonio.
Let's talk about these new homes.
New builds, here we go.
So guys, we have new homes being built all over the San Antonio area.
They're popping up like crazy.
They are popping up like weeds, literally. And they're everywhere. New neighborhoods and developments all over the place. So let's start in with customization and what it looks like in a new home. If you want a new home that you've customized from the foundation all the way to the roof, that's going to be some pretty good bucks.
And time. It take a lot of time too. But that's one of the things people do love about the new builds, is that they can go in, they can customize it, depending on when you get in the contract on that build. Sometimes they've already passed that point. But you can go in and start from the very basic ground zero and build your way up. So that's one thing that's a huge appeal to people looking to buy new builds.
So when you have a new build versus an existing home, you're going to be expecting modern features, some smart tech in the homes. You know, like being able to turn the lights on and off with your phone, and being able to lock and unlock.
For new homes, that's automatic.
That's automatic.
It comes with
custom features.
That's a huge benefit.
They're pre-wired for that type of stuff.
Yeah. And when you're looking at a new home, guys, a lot of it is a lot of lack of maintenance, if you will, for a while anyway, because you've got a new roof, you've got a new HVAC, you've got new plumbing. Everything works. It's all wonderful and grand and great. You don't have to worry about it.
The problem with that is when you have a new home, a lot of times, because you don't have a lot of maintenance in the first couple of years, you don't do any maintenance at all.
So it gets delayed.
It's delayed and deferred, and your equity starts to get eaten away. So make sure you maintain this home and follow the instructions of the new build.
And most of them do have warranties. Sorry, I have to take something away from my husband. He's playing. No more toys for you. No.
It's just this. It's one of these. It's one of these things. I love these things.
No more toys.
Okay.
Sorry.
Back on topic.
So the new homes though do come with warranties.
Smart technology.
Well, warranties. They come with warranties.
Typically 10 years.
Yeah, depending on what it is, not on everything. But so that's a good thing. And so like I said, the low maintenance on the front end, it's really helpful.
And the other cool thing about new homes is you're going to be the most energy efficient that you're going to have. So they have improved insulation. The appliances are all energy efficient for the most part.
Double pane windows.
And the HVAC system is up to code. So it should keep you energy efficient for quite some time.
So another thing that people love about new builds is the community. Guys,
namely the amenity center.
These new build communities are, majority of them anyway, are master plan communities. Yeah. We've done a lot of videos on master plan communities in the area, and guys, the pools, the park, the playground, anything stores you can think you may want living in and around your neighborhood, a lot of them are in your neighborhood. So that's definitely a lifestyle.
Golf cart neighborhoods.
It's definitely a perk to living in one of the new neighborhoods that the older neighborhoods just don't have.
That's right. So those are some of the perks and the highlights of living in a new home, but it's not all sunshine and roses, guys. So let's talk about reality for a moment.
Well, some of the problems and the downsides with building.
So some of the potential downsides, obviously the higher costs associated with new builds.
Okay, so wait, stop, time out. How many of y'all have been to a model home? And you walk in the model home and you're like, oh,
I love this.
Oh my God, this is gorgeous.
This is exactly what we dreamed about.
Yeah. Right up until you start seeing how many dollars have been added to the basic price for that model home. So keep it reality. Make sure you know your budget. Make sure you know the top of your budget before you ever go start looking at the different models that are available, because
guys, with the exception of a couple of builders in the local area, the main builders, for the most part, load up their model homes with every conceivable upgrade,
and then some. They want to show the buyers what they can do.
They want to show it off.
Yeah, they want to show what they're capable of doing. So that is the purpose of the model.
Yeah, they'll do it for you.
Oh yeah, definitely. So depends on how much you want. As I said, know your budget before you go in. So just be prepared to stick to your budget.
And beware of the upgrade trap.
Yeah.
Because that is a trap, and it sounds very enticing. We can do this for you for $2,400.
And another $48, and another $5,000.
And then the next one's only $3,600. And it's a week apart, and you're thinking, $3,600, no big deal. And then if you want that extra patio, it's going to be about $15,000. Oh man!
So
and you forgot about the $15,000 you've already spent on upgrades. So now you're into $30,000. Well, then at that point, we're rolling it into a 30-year loan. So what the hell?
Just be careful.
Yeah, be careful.
Now, you also need to know buying a new home is going to be a long process.
Can be,
depending on where they are in the build. It can be 6 months to a year. Now, there's a lot of inventory homes that are already out there that are ready, move-in ready. They're waiting for you to come. They're waiting for you to make an offer.
Move-in ready.
Now, that is where you lose your customization. You don't get to pick anything. It is just a brand new house no one's lived in that's already been all picked out.
You lost your customization on it. However, you've gained some bargaining power.
Yes.
Especially in our market.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of inventory homes out there.
Yeah, as we're videoing this right now, the builders have a lot of inventory.
And they want buyers, and so they're willing to negotiate on lots of things, even the price.
Yeah.
Don't tell them I said that.
But just know that if you are building a true custom home, it's going to take time. It's not going to be fast.
If it's a true custom home, it's going to be 9 months to a year or longer.
Yeah. Okay, so what about landscaping?
It takes time to mature.
It does.
So most communities in our area, the cities require 2 to 3 trees in the front yard and 2 to 3 trees in the backyard. Well, guys, when they call this a tree, it's about 5 feet tall, and it's about that big.
So you can see it.
Yeah.
It's about that big.
And it's going to take 10 years at least to get some actual shade out of it.
Yeah. So if you like the feeling of an old neighborhood with the beautiful trees and the mature landscape, new builds are not going to be for you.
So one aside here, because if the builders are typically going to go in with the cheapest landscaping they can because they're trying to cut costs. So they'll put the cheapest trees in the front yard. What I would suggest is buy a tree that's faster growing and rip the...
be careful, don't get junk trees.
No. Get a Monterey oak, and they'll grow. In 8 years, you'll have shade.
But if you're in an HOA, make sure that they don't have a problem with you doing that. So
yeah.
Just a word to the wise.
Check the restrictions.
Yeah. Okay, so also what you need to know going into a new neighborhood is, depending on...
You're not the only one trying to move into that neighborhood.
Well, depending on the stage of build that they're in the neighborhood, you could have construction,
for
noise,
2, 3, 4
dirt,
years.
or longer. I mean, the one up in New Braunfels was going to take
Mayfair.
10 years.
Check out the video on Mayfair. And they're going to be building that for 15 years.
Yeah, so just know, I mean, and obviously as they build out a section, they're going to start moving to other sections, which will be further away from your home. But just know it's going to be construction and trucks and dirt and noise.
And an occasional flat tire, guys. You're gonna get that screw in your tire, and you're gonna be screaming at the construction. But it happens. That's what you chose. You decided to move into a new neighborhood, and you got debris all over the place. So
how are they, typically speaking, how is the negotiation process? Do the builders typically allow a lot of negotiating on things?
Well, again, if it's an inventory home, they're probably going to come at you with a lot of incentives. You're going to want to use their lender.
Their lender.
Because they're going to give you down payment assistance. They're going to give you price breaks.
And local lenders typically cannot beat a builder because there's so much that they get to throw in there.
But they'll also negotiate on price, guys. So they'll tell you, we'll just reduce this $15,000.
Depending on the market.
Depending on the market.
Yes, because like we said, as we're filming this, we are in a buyer's market.
Correct.
Buyer's market. And the sellers are having, construction company are having a harder time getting buyers to come in. So right now they're willing to negotiate. Now when the market flips, they'll be like, yeah, no, we're not negotiating. This is the price. So it all depends on the market, what you can do or not. But typically speaking, builders are harder to negotiate with than on the buy of a pre-existing home.
Right.
Okay.
So let's check out the difference between a new build and a resale or existing home.
Which is pre-existing home.
So the cost, to start off with, the existing home is obviously going to probably give you more square footage for your money, but it's going to come with higher maintenance costs. So it's kind of
a balance.
Kind of a balancing.
And I will tell you, the older homes typically have larger lots. They have larger rooms, they have more square footage. So it really depends on what you're looking for. Again,
and where you're looking.
Yeah, it's modern versus homey feeling, really.
So the new homes, the inventory homes, they are truly move-in ready. Once you close on the home, which if you're using the builder's lender and you're able to get documents to them as quickly as possible, you could close in less than 30 days. And they want you to close in less than 30 days because they want it off their books. And that work requires little work up front. And the existing home's probably going to take some work up front.
Some work, some maintenance.
You may have to take some carpet out of the bathrooms.
Oh, not many anymore.
But they're out there.
They're out there. And again, the character in the pre-existing homes is just so different. Yeah. It truly is different than the new build. The new is really funny. When we go into these new upcoming neighborhoods, it's so exciting and it's fun. You have all this new energy and all these new things and these poles that are phenomenal, and they have lazy rivers, and you're just like, oh, this sounds phenomenal. Yeah. But then you come back home to your nice, quaint neighborhood and you're like, oh, it feels good to be back here. So really,
you go to these new developments. It's like going on vacation.
Yeah,
it's like a resort.
It truly is. That's what they're making the neighborhoods feel like. It really is.
So what it all ultimately comes down to is convenience, your style, and your budget. And so if you've got the budget and you want to go with a custom home, then yeah, let's do it. We can help you with that.
Yeah.
If you want to move into an inventory home, new build, we can help you with that.
And that's one thing, if you are looking at buying a new construction home, please hire a realtor. A lot of people think that, oh, it's a new build, I'm dealing with the sales broker from the construction company.
They'll watch out for us.
Yeah, right? They're going to watch out for us. We don't need anybody. Yeah. That is so far from the truth, guys. So you've got to have somebody in your corner, especially when you're dealing with a builder.
So guys, a lot of realtors love selling new builds because they have the attitude, we don't have to do anything. All we got to do is sign and let the builder do their thing and show up at closing. And that's true with a lot of realtors. But that's not true with us.
No.
We will be there every step of the way. Every walkthrough, and there'll be several walkthroughs, we will be at the blue tape when we'll walk around with our own eyes, and we'll put blue tape on the walls or the doors or wherever. Whatever needs to be attention. We'll go out in the backyard and we'll look at the roof just to make sure the shingles are in the right place or they've been trimmed right.
But not even those, only those kind of things. I mean, the builder uses their own contract when they're doing the contract.
They're not required to use the state contract.
They can use their own contract. So having our eyes on it to make sure that you are being protected, that is the most important thing. That they're not throwing in extra things, or things that we can negotiate down for you. You know, or hey, why don't we, instead of doing this, why don't you add in that? That's something important to you. But those are things that the realtors are going to keep an eye out and protect you from yourself and from the builder.
And something else to remember, guys, when it comes to new builds, is builders only know how to add. They have no understanding of subtraction.
That's very true.
So if you go in there and you add a $4,800 upgrade, and then you add another $3,600 upgrade, and you want to take that $4,800 upgrade away, that $4,800 still stays there. It's crazy.
You need somebody to protect you. So, and be aware, not all builders are built equally. They're not. There are very, very good reputation builders, and there are some that are like, so just, you know.
And we know them.
Yes, and just make sure that you're checking them out too and reviewing them, and you know, that you know about the warranty, you know if they're reputable. You know, there's a lot of things going into picking the builder that you want to build your forever home. Even if your forever home is only 5 or 10 years.
One quick tip that I'm going to share at the end, I want you to be aware of, is knowing how to find the true information about builders. And I'll give you that hint at the end, but you got to stay to the end.
Yeah. So comment below on your experience with new builders.
Yeah.
I mean, have you had great success? Have you had problems? You know, did you have somebody that was looking out for you? Tell us what exactly you were doing and how well it went. So again, remember when you're looking at the new house that the price they quote is the basic model. That's it, the base. Everything else is going to be added on, like you said. I mean, that could be the lot premium. If you go out and you pick a lot and, oh, it has a really nice tree on it, that's going to be $5,000 more.
Yep.
Or, oh, it's a corner lot. Oh, that's going to be $7,000 more. Or, wow, this has a beautiful view. Well, guess what? That's a whole lot more. So there's all kinds of things that go into picking that lot, the upgrades, all the different stuff, the extra landscaping you're going to ask them to put in. There's just so much, and it adds up so quickly. So just keep that in mind.
And you also need to understand the warranty and what it covers, because
they're different.
The first year is kind of like in a car, bumper to bumper for most builders. The 10-year warranty is not bumper to bumper, and it starts at year 2. And it's major issues. So if you have foundation issues in year 8, you can go back to the builder, and their warranty department will help you with that.
But again, they're all different.
They're all different.
They're all different. That's a typical warranty. So make sure you know what's covered, how long it's covered, and how to access them to get the coverage. That's huge importance.
And when it comes to building, whether it's a new build, construction, or custom build, or even a inventory, flexibility is the key. So you want to be flexible with the sales consultant. You want to be flexible with your realtor.
Yeah, because things change.
And things do change.
Weather changes things, the holidays, all kinds of things come into play that's going to make that one more difficult.
So let's talk about the building process. What to expect from the building process.
All right, so when you first go in there, when you sit down with the consultant and your realtors, you're going to have the pre-construction meeting, and that's when you're going to pick out your lot, you're going to discuss your floor plan, what finishes that you like, kind of go through all of the fine details. A lot of them have, when you go in, the model where you go in and you pick all your different choices.
The design center.
And they'll have 20 different kinds of cabinets and 20 different kinds of granite and quartz or whatever. So that's when you're going to go in there, you're going to pick all that out, and then guys, once you make those decisions, it's pretty much set in stone. They don't like changing things once you get them set.
And if you change something, it's going to cost money.
Yeah. All right.
Anything.
Yeah. All right, then construction. So what happens next?
Construction, foundation's poured, the framing starts, and then you got the roof going on, all the siding, all of that stuff, whether it's going to be brick veneer or whatever. And then the finishes are added to the inside. And then after that, they will do the landscaping. They'll do the 2 obligatory trees in the front and back, and a couple of bushes. They will do some inspections. The builder does inspections too. They have internal building supervisors, they call them, or superintendents, and they will.
That and the permit inspectors will be out there. So there's a lot of eyes that are on there. Brian and I, depending on the build and how the builder and the client, who the client is, how they want us to play. A lot of times we'll go meet the clients out there and we'll like tag 2x4s that are cracked, or why didn't put a new board in there because this doesn't look steady.
Or better yet, get a third-party inspector, a home inspector, to come in and do phase inspections.
Yeah.
And so if once the foundation is poured, they come in and check the foundation. Once the framing starts going up, they check at each phase, and they will come out and do an inspection. So it's important to figure out how you want to do this, and we'll make that as easy as we can.
And a lot if you're buying a pre-built home, not a new build, before we move forward with the contract and the process of it, we do recommend getting an inspection. Very, 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 very certain we're getting an inspection on this. So with new builds, a lot of times your options are, you can get one before you close, or you can wait for the 1 year, because like he says, normally top to bottom, bumper to bumper warranty. So a lot of times people will live in the house for a year, let things kind of settle in, make sure there's no issues or problems, then get an inspector out there, because it's still covered in a warranty and you can get that submitted.
So guys, comment below and let us know what your experience is with home warranties, and if they've been good for you, if you had to use them, if you had problems or not. But what was I going to talk to them about at the end?
How to find good builders.
So
wait, you didn't talk about the walkthrough.
Okay.
So real quick before he does that, the last step is the walkthrough. And that is when we all meet at the home, we walk through it. This is what Brian referred to as the blue tag. We literally have blue tape and a lot of times green tape.
Sometimes they have different ones
colors in the department,
depending on the builder.
Yeah, but anyway, so we walk around and that's when we blue tape things and make sure that, that painting isn't done right, or there's a smear on the texture in the wall, or whatever. So we'll blue tag it, and then we'll do another final walkthrough, making sure those things are repaired before we close.
Right.
So, okay, how do you find a good builder?
So the way to stay away from the really bad builders is put their name in Google, and after their name, put in lawsuits. Depending on how long the list is,
there's going to normally be some.
There's going to be lawsuits for every builder. Yeah. However, the list of complaints and everything else will show up there, and you want to go through that. Just like you're buying something on Amazon, there's good, bad, and the ugly there too. So you know how to read these reviews. Some of them are disgruntled people because they're disgruntled.
Right.
And then some are
true cases
of issues that they've been trying to work with the builder for a long time, and they're not getting resolution.
Yeah.
Those are the ones you want to stay with. We know who they are. Give us a call and we can help you.
Yep. So we hope this information has been helpful, especially if you are considering buying a new build. Just make sure that you comment below any questions, concerns. Please call us, text us, reach out to us. We'll be happy to talk to you about the process, or take you around to any of the new builds around the area so that you can see kind of what best fits your needs. And don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell to receive notifications.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.